Is it worth even trying? And here I don't... You know what? I'm not gonna test every single item. I just... Consumables, most important. If there's something in consumables, cool. If there's not, then I'm just gonna Wikipedia it. But in Dark Souls 3, I do remember, like, what equipable items, roughly.
Only
the Snuggly or the
in
Burning
the
Hat game had an
ancient
interaction
legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Curious to see what this...
To leave the undead asylum
I'm curious to see what this scenery
pilgrimage
looks like when the bird is landing on Lordran here.
to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Looks a lot the same, maybe a bit more brighter than before. Probably. Firelink will probably look a bit different, for sure. Yeah. Yes, it does. I think if I go underneath here and check out what New Londo looks like, I can probably set the brightness very easily like that. So, you know what? I think first thing, before we talk to him, or see if he's maybe something new, maybe he... I mean, most likely he doesn't. Most likely the crestfallen douchebag is not gonna say anything, yeah? Of course. Right, I'm very curious to see how the brightness in here is. Oh, that is very different. See, like, I'm able to actually see in here now. Maybe see a little too well, actually. Like, it doesn't look bad. But compared to what it was before... Also, what the fuck are all these shrubs in here? What? Wait, were these plants here before? I don't think so. They look so out of place, what the hell? Anyways. How does the brightness here look if I'm testing a bit? I mean, technically 2 is actually more correct, because the dragon does actually entirely disappear at 2, so there's that. Okay. This looks maybe like the most memorably correct, from what I can say. From just playing this game historically. Like, I remember this area looking roughly invisibility like this. About. I have it on the 2 setting. But I can always... I can of course fine-tune it a bit. Gamma adjustment before inverse tone mapping and after. Okay, that is not a whole lot. Wow, that's... Okay, well, that's definitely not the way to adjust this. Yeah, the input gamma would be one way to do it, but... It's technically correct on 2.2. I could have it on 2.4, but have the brightness inside the game be on 3 instead. And see if the dragon disappears on the bottom right. Almost. Or actually, no, it it flattens like on the graph, see that? But it doesn't really make it disappear. Like here it's like a bit higher, then on 3 it like flattens itself. We do wanna see a daylight scene with this to see how that also looks in comparison. But yeah, now that we are here, let's go get... Let's go get the firekeepers. Alright, I'm gonna have to pick some of these items up again. Dude, these shrubs look like they don't belong here, by the way. What the fuck are they doing here? Which mod that I have on is doing that? Like, there's not supposed to be these fucking shrubs in here. What the fuck? Why the fuck is there growing weeds or grasses in here? Like, that's not normal. That is definitely not normal. I mean, this also looks good. 4 brightness was also good, but on that dark area it seemed a bit too bright. Okay, Firelink Shrine I definitely like this more. It looks a lot less washed out like this. Like, now it looks like it's a bit too bright. Like, too washed out. But at the same time, okay, now that I compared them back to back, what about 3? I mean, 3 is also not bad. And all of them look good. That's important. Okay, like 2's dynamic brightness on it looks... It looks the best out of those. Like this. But at the same time, in this scene, it makes it look like almost a bit too contrasting. But then again, the Dark Souls Remastered mod was also making Firelink Shrine look a lot more like contrasty instead of like more like a bright daytime scene. And is this supposed to be a bright daytime scene? Not necessarily, no. There's a massive tree covering where the daylight is actually coming from. So this is supposed to be more of a shaded area, so... I guess. Okay, you're not gonna say anything new, so...
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum.
I'm gonna go get another
But
drink also.
Too late now. Well, since let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So, I heard his dialogue all the way to the kitchen. So that's something. Yup. I can remember those lines in my dreams at this point. Well, not as well as some dialogue in Dark Souls 2, but, you know.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow.
I wonder if he reacts different if I met him
hollow
first as a
could
human.
solve quite
Would he
a
say that
bit.
line? Your face. You're practically a hollow. Would he still say that?
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are.
I'm just gonna skip
bit by
most
bit
of this
from
because he's
core,
gonna
and
repeat the
quickest
same
way.
dialogue.
Although I'd never. Coveting thy neighbor is only.
And unlike many other games where I usually want to care about the delivery of certain lines, if I've already heard the dialogue before and I don't have anything new to say about it, you're gonna see me skipping
What
on
are
these
you
games that I
looking
have played
at?
for
Don't
thousands of
try
hours.
anything clever.
You might regret it.
One of the bells is up above in the. You'll have to climb the stairs up the. The other bell is within the. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cess.
Ah. Yeah, blackdown warnings.
Bloody hell! What you asked? I'm not up.
I think if I crit reload, he might say something new. What pathing are we gonna do, by the way? So... Maybe the question is, what do we need right now?
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass?
Dialogue.
The fire.
New dialogue that I've heard before.
She's stuck
Actually, this
keeping
one I
that
will listen
bonfire
to.
lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place.
He's forcefully
They
mute.
probably cut her tongue out back in her village. How do these martyrs?
Yeah, there was nothing new interesting there.
I'm not up.
Okay, he really does say quite a bit of stuff if you keep listening. I think he's still probably gonna say something there.
You again? There's nothing to... Oh, actually, something... That crow flew off with somebody and it's stranger thing... No.
So, yeah, this was the piece of dialogue with the old man that escaped or was, I don't know, ran into the nest of the crow. Or, is it a raven? Or crow, I guess? Yeah. I thought that was somehow attached to what Patches was saying in the previous playthrough about the man who escaped the catacombs and, you know, made his way to the crow's nest, but...
I'm not up.
They are apparently not related, those two things.
I'm not up.
Okay, now he's actually had enough. Understandable. There should be an item here, because I did not... What? There should be humanities right here, but there isn't. What is going on? Hello? There should normally be humanities there. Are there no humanities there on New Game Plus runs? Why not?